this is going to be a great video for YouTube because I know a lot of people are trying to get information on the Agimat, okay? We're going to go over Chartflix, the Agimat. We're going to go over the football strategy using the Agimat because most of you guys do have the Agimat, and I know you haven't been as successful. We'll go over our Chartflix free trial and a special announcement, and then we'll go from there. And I just want to first say thank you to all of the current subscribers of Chartflix. A lot of people are growing in their trading ability because they're using support and resistance. They're using data from the market to make good trading decisions. So shout out to all of them that are there. So again, like I said, I wanted to just show you really for 60 seconds, just give you a peek into what it is Chartflix is. It's a streaming platform that allows you to either watch classes live every week. And so our live stream classes happen every Sunday night at 8:45, every Tuesday morning at 8:30 a.m. And every first Wednesday, we have a London session, and every first Saturday, we have a mastermind classes. So these are live classes. And if you just so happen to miss them, they are all streamed. So you can always go back and watch. We have a lot of videos. We have hours and hours upon content where you can go back and always watch all of these different episodes. So this is a very great platform for someone who may not be able to make all the classes, but you can always stay up on to date on what it is we have went over in Chartflix. We have strategy tabs, our master classes, binary on demand. We teach binary as well, okay? So this is a great platform. It's helping a lot of brand new traders, and it's helping people who've been trading for a year, 2 years. And we even have some senior traders that have found success in coming and finding out how to use the Agimat along with the football strategy, okay? So we'll go ahead and go forward in that now that we went over the Agimat platform. That's just a sneak peek. Now let's talk about this Agimat indicator. To be honest with you, the reason why we have the football strategy is because of the Agimat. If it were not for the Agimat, I would not have created this football strategy. But what it was, the success in this is a picture of the 2018 version of the Agimat, okay? This is the version that I like the most because it came with 4 sets of lines. Well, I'm sorry, it came with, we'll say four lines because I'll go to the next slide. This is the 2020 version. Notice how the 2020 version only has this line and this line. You see that? That's the 2020 version. Now, if you go back to, let's go back to the 2018 version so you can compare what I was trying to say. On the 2020 version, it had 1, 2, 3, 4. It had all these lines. And I began to pay attention to, I'm sorry. When I first started using the Agimat, I was not paying attention to the lines. I was paying attention to what Dennis said and what's his name? I forget his name. The Pip Master, Pip guy, Uncle Lee. I was paying attention to what they said. They would say, you wait on this box to come, and then you enter the trade once the blue candle, or in this case, a bull candle, closes above. And Uncle Lee says a full candle had to close above the Amway line. I believe that's what they used to call it. So I would do exactly what they said and get in on this candle right here for a buy, and immediately the price would go the other way. Now, in this case, getting in for a buy would have worked out. But in most cases, following these signals did not work because the signals were too late. But what I found with the football strategy is these lines are minor quarter points. This is a 100 line. This is a 75 line. This is a 50 line. And this is a 25 line. And below this would have been a 100 line. Okay? So this is like a mini football field. And I just began to play off of these zones. And I recognized that as soon as the price would get to these levels, it would react a certain way. You could see it as clear as day. And so as soon as the price got to here, this was a 25 pip right here. 25 pip line, because this is your 100. Look at how this price acts as soon as it comes here. It pauses, gives us a nice M formation. So what I begin to do is I begin to take my trades based off of data that shows me that once these once the price and these candles get to these certain lines, they begin to act a certain way. And so that's the original reason of how the strategy was born, because trying to get in at this, when this box closes and you get in right here for a sale, right? As soon as you got in for a sale, it went for a buy, right? And look, as soon as you get in for a buy right here, it goes for a sale. See, this is what we were going through with the Agimat. You get in for a sale right here, it goes for a buy, okay? So what I found out, what was easier to do is to play a game where you just find out what happens when it hits the 100 line. What happens when it hits the 50 line? What happens when it hit the 75? What happens when it hit the 25? And that's what's been born, the football strategy. It doesn't matter what currency pair I'm trading. If I'm trading the bulls, I'm sorry, if I'm trading a GBP versus a USD, or if I'm trading an NZD versus a Swiss franc, or if I'm trading a AUD versus a NZD, it doesn't matter what I'm trading. Only thing I'm concerned about is the bulls versus the bears in between those 100 lines. And there's a certain manner, there's a certain way the price acts when you have these 100 lines and you use this strategy. There's a certain way it acts, okay? Now, we look at the market up, left, and right. So what I've noticed is, and today what we'll go over is the 50 pip pullback, okay? What I've noticed is when the bulls, let me change the color of this really fast so it can all be clear. When the bulls have the price and they're trying to move the ball, they're trying to complete a 100 pip move that would go all the way here for a touchdown, okay? So we know ultimately that's what they're trying to do. But more times than not, on every pair, minus the GBP pairs, but most all other pairs, all other 22 pairs, because there's 6 GBP pairs, minus all those 6, and even those 6 do what I'm about to tell you. They will move the price up. And once they completed a 50 pip move, a pullback happens more times than not. So they'll move the price up the screen, or excuse me, up your terminal, or if you're trading on your phone. If you know where the 100 pip line starts and you have your 50 line on there, more times than not, when it gets to the 50 line, it does a reaction. And sometimes that reaction looks like an M and it'll drop. Sometimes it'll look like an A and just drop down like this. Other times, it'll even go past it a little bit, give you a nice little head and shoulder, and drop. There's a high probability that this happens all of the time. And so what we'll do is, because I'm not going to hold you guys long at all, because this is for YouTube as well, and YouTube don't like long videos. So let's go straight to the chart. We'll go straight to the chart. So listen, this is a mixture in between this is the Agimat 2018 version. The difference with this particular Agimat look, the way this looks, is because I turned the black, the background is black. Those 3 colors, the green, the burgundy, and the blue, those are sessions. Then I turned the lines, they used to be black, I turned mine white. What we have here is the 100 pip line, the 75, the 50, and the 25, and we're back at the 100. So I'll show you this one example here. This is a screenshot that I took. And if you look up in the corner here, you can see this says 2018 Pro. This is the Agimat 2018 Pro. Okay, and I just changed the colors because for my eyes. Pay attention, if you will, YouTube, and those of you who are live. When this price right here drops down, this is just a 25 pip U-turn. Now we're focusing on the 50 pip pullback, but I want you to see how this is how we look at the screen. Okay, when this price comes up to this 100. We automatically are to assume, okay, it's going to end up at this line eventually. We are to assume that. Okay, but there are a few things that happen, and today we're going to go over the 50 pip pullback. Notice how the price starts here, and as soon as it gets 50 pips, what does it do? It pulls back just like that. And what you can do as a trader is, if you're using these minor quarter points, using my football strategy, you're able to assume on every currency pair, on every symbol, on everything, if a pair has started at a 100 pip line and goes 50 pips, you can be prepared to take a sale for at least 20 to 25 pips. So you could place your sale here, you'll be in the money, and if it stops right at that 25, you can then place a buy to continue with the current trend. So that's two trade ideas that you could use when using the football strategy. You can take your sell here for 20, 25 pips, and your buy goes back to this 50 pip line, right? So you know we're at the 50 pip line again. I teach my students, if we're at the 50 pip line, our bias is there's more than likely going to be a reversal. You could have placed another sale right here. Now notice I'm not paying attention to any of these boxes that the Agimat are giving me. That's not what we're talking about, because if you wait on the boxes, you're too late. But if you place the sale right here for another 25 pips, look what happens. Boom. You got 25 pips. So that's 3 winning trades you would have got using the football strategy, okay? Now it drops all the way down, almost back to the 100 pip line. But then it continues, hits the 50 pip line again. You can place another sale and it drops down 50 pips. That's 4 trades you would have used on one pair using the football strategy. I'm telling you, it's one of the easiest strategies ever. And if you trade with the trend, you can place a buy trade right here off of the 25 to continue with the trend. And eventually we break the 50. This is the first time we hit the 50, the second time, and the third time we hit the 50. Around that third or fourth time, any line is delicate and probably going to break. That's just so you'll know. Anytime a price hits a line, that third or that fourth time, it's a high probability that it's going to continue. So this is that fourth time, and it breaks through, and we get that touchdown that they started way back here. And you know that it's a touchdown because immediately after they get the touchdown, the Bears pull it down 25 pips. As if the Bulls say, we've already completed our move. Let us take a break. We got our touchdown, okay? And so this is the 50 pip pullback. Now we have, I'll just show you this. Clear this off real quick. Now we have 4 different rules that we use with the football strategy. We have the 100 pip touchdown. We have the 75 pip hesitation zone or interception. We have the 50 pip fumble and the 25 pip U-turn. Now, of course, because we can't have these videos too long, I don't have time to go over all 4 of these. That's why I do them week by week. But what I will do is I'll go to the live charts very fast just to show you an example of that 50 pip pullback so you can see it clear as day, okay? So let's see. We'll go to a random pair and see what happened on, let's see what happened on GU, okay? All right, I'm starting to love GU as a matter of fact. All right, so we'll take a look at the top of this screen here. As a matter of fact, this was a sale trade. This was a sell idea that I actually gave to, I gave my, the subscribers, I gave them about 7 trade ideas. I put one of these trade ideas in the Agimat room, and some of you guys, hopefully you took it. On Sunday, this was us on, let me see. Because this was us on Sunday, right here. This is where we had our class on Sunday. This was Sunday night right here. This is where we were. Okay. We placed a sale limit right here. We placed a sale limit just above there. And the reason why is because when we looked to the left, we saw that when the Bulls broke this 100 line, which was 131, we saw that there was some resistance that happened right at this 50 pip line. See, this says 131, this says 131.5. So this is a 50 pip move. We saw that when the bulls got to this zone, they could not break and hold. They could not break and hold the 50. Just like I told you, when that pair goes 50 pips, we expect for a pullback. And we see a great pullback happen. It pulled back, not only, so it threw some wicks up here, but it didn't break and hold. So it closed below the 50, pulled back, and we saw that, and it brought us to Sunday. This is us on Sunday night with the subscribers. We then, in the future, placed a pending limit, sell limit right there. We placed our sell limit here. Our stop loss was 35 pips above here, okay? So I actually end up drawing that the price was going to drop down just like this. And when it came back up, if you were a part of the subscription or if you were part of the Agimat trade room, I sent this one trade. So everybody got this one trade, okay? Came up here, grabbed our order, pulled down, and it did the exact same thing. Now watch this. My football strategy has been more market execution than anything. Meaning you had to be there, wait for the head and shoulders, wait for the M, wait for certain patterns to form, and then you take your order. We've changed it up some to where now we don't even have to be there when it happens because we know the market is going to rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. It's going to do the same thing over and over again. So you don't even have to be there. You can look at the market, how I teach them to look at the market, and you can place your pending orders, okay? So the 50 pip pullback is one of those things where it's going to happen more times than not. And especially if you're using the whole board and if you're using the whole terminal, you can kind of look and see which way and how the candles are going to react to those zones. And you can go ahead and place your orders and walk away using the football strategy. I'm very excited about the football strategy. It has been one of the best things that has helped my trading career. And I know many people have came through YouTube and came through my videos. They've taken the strategy, went on and made tons and tons of money. No income claims here, but it gives you a clear way on how to predict what the market is going to do using data-driven information. Here's the thing. We're not just jumping in trades. We're using the left side of the screen to determine what's going to happen on the right side of the screen because it happens over and over and over again. There's nothing new under this under the sun when it comes to trading. Everything is the same. It's rinse and repeat. You can go back from time to time. Before the Agimat was created, before these lines were there, the market moved according to these lines, okay? So like I say, we have 4 different rules, and we actually have a free textbook that you get once you become a subscriber to help you look and take entries if you want to do market execution on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Great piece of information you could use to look for diversions in the market to see when and where you can take your trade. Now, currently, we have a current subscription, and this is for those of you who are looking for any mentorship or want to be a part of a community, because studies show traders have a better opportunity of being successful when they're part of a community and when they have mentorship, someone that can tell them a shortcut how to get there. Now, again, we started out at $69.99. We did. We've dropped the price to $49.99. This was something we did in July, okay? What we're going to do is extend that out for the month of August, okay? We're going to go ahead and extend it out. If you want mentorship, great. Come on aboard. If you're not ready yet, you're not sure, I got something for you. What you can do is simply you can type in your terminal on your website, on your phone. If you type in chartflix.net, you can get free unlimited access to our starter kit that allows you to get at least 3 training videos that we do. And it allows you to look at the platform to see if it's something you want to invest in. Now, you're not in a contract. You come for a month, you check it out or whatever. But for right now, Once you go to chartflix.net, it's going to bring you to this website, and you'll have free unlimited access to the free trial area. Now, notice we have new trader setup. We have live stream classes, all classes on demand. We have binary on demand. We have how-to on demand. We have master classes, and we have trade strategies. The subscribers have access to all of this. But until you decide, just come on over to the free trial area, okay? And I'm going to actually give you an opportunity to do a new trader setup. You'll have, in your new trader setup, it's going to let you, I'm going to explain to you what you need to do. Join the Telegram group, our free Telegram group. Make sure you do that. Go through all these steps. And to add icing on top of the cake, you're going to get some trading classes that we've given to our subscribers. We got 3 free trading classes. We have a class on currency strength. This is one of the most important videos. This is what I really learned how to do market execution trades. To get those high probability entries where the trend is getting ready to reverse, because the strength of each currency will help you with that. That video is dropped in here for free. You can watch that right now. This is a masterclass, the first masterclass we did where we teach you about Wolfman. Now, if you don't know what Wolfman is, you want to watch this class because it will change your trading. And we also give you a sneak peek into our binary trading opportunities as well. We trade binary over here as well. Now, most people charge hundreds of dollars a month to learn how to trade Forex and binary. We have a very minimum cost, family oriented. We're just trying to help people. So you will have the opportunity to have all of this. And if you decide after these 3 videos, you want to get more, then you go ahead and hit subscribe for more. And we'll welcome you into class, welcome you into the Telegram group, put you on our email list, and you set up your one-on-one with me. As soon as you get ready, you set it up, you're going to get a lot of signals each week, one-on-one, live classes, free chat room where you can always chat back and forth. Even if you can't come to a live one-on-one like this, this Zoom that we're doing, you'll also be able to always reach me in my Telegram or my leadership team, okay? My leadership team, they teach classes as well. We teach the GBP breakout for the London session, and we teach it for the New York session. We have a multiple strategies. We have the ATM strategy. We have a lot of stuff here, but it all grew from the Agimat. So I'm very grateful that I came upon the Agimat, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if I would be as successful as I am today if it were not for me seeing these lines on the chart that has crafted my mind to look at the market a certain way. It looks at it a certain way. What I'm going to do now is just show you a quick, another 50 pip pullback, because I see it. Now, this is a 25 pip U-turn. We ain't going to pay attention to that, but I just see it. I'm going to show it to you. This says 82.50. Look at what happened. This price is going left to right. And when it gets to this 50 line, do y'all see what happens? It does not break and hold. It throws a wick and then it pulls back. Now, our first TP is 20 to 25 pips. It actually goes a full 50 pips. That would have hit our second TP, right? And our third TP is 75. So if you would have got in at a sale right here and you knew the trend, you could have got 75 pips out of that one move just based on it being at the 50 pip line. Thank God for the Agimat. And if you have the Agimat and you want to learn how to use it, please, there will be information below in this YouTube video for you to join the Agimat trade room. You can also have the link to join chartflix.net so you can join the membership for the free portion. And if you want to go ahead and join, that option will be below as well. So what I want to do now is, because I don't want to be too long, I want to open up for any potential questions that we may have. Let me go ahead and set this up to where you guys can unmute yourself if need be, and or if you want, you can go into the chat room as well. Oh, you guys are not muted. So if you have a question, go ahead and please send your questions now. Does anyone have a question? Let's see. I see a few new names on here. And hello, Don and Melba and Deborah, Demetria, Mr. Frank, Toya Phone, and I can't pronounce these other names, Sarcology and Testizo. I did my best. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But we won't be much longer. How do you set up the lines on the charts? Great question. So those lines on the chart, if you don't have the Agimat, they don't come. You have to join the Telegram group, and all of the free indicators are in the Telegram group. So go to chartflix.net. Let me do this real quick. So once you go to chartflix.net, it's going to bring you here. Let me clear this up. Does anybody know how long this video has been going? I don't see a counter. Let me see if we start at 8:30. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video portion. So listen, YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and end the video portion so I can answer these few questions for the people who are live. If you have any interest in learning more details on the football strategy, better interest, join the Telegram groups below, join the free trial Chartflix, and or if you want to just come straight on and get your one-on-one and have a mentor, that option will be below as well. So YouTube, thank you so much for joining me, and subscribe to this video, okay? All right, stop recording.